Rick Rated with you, coming to you from Paris. Yes, Paris, California. We're here at this Southern California Railway Museum, and we're going to check out, it's a behind the scenes day. So we're going to see things that the public normally doesn't get to see. This is my first time here ever, so it's going to be pretty cool to see. By the way, if you recognize these booths behind me, they were original ticket booths from Disneyland. I was told they were donated to the museum, and apparently you can find a few others of the originals around the country that have been donated. So let's go check out some trains. We'll be riding that one later. You can see some Thomas the Tank Engine posters here. Apparently there's a touring Thomas the Tank Engine that makes stops here once or twice a year. Cool old station. Grizzly Flats? Are we at DCA? It's Pinacate. I read that this is one of the oldest buildings in the area. That's a cool old car. Looks like a converted bus from the 50s or something. Okay, well, it was actually built in 1948. It's a streetcar. Interesting. On the Pico Boulevard P line. Remained in service till 1963. Interesting. You can freeze if you want to read the rest. Los Angeles MTA line. Next car, please. Now I'm guessing this is part of the behind the scenes. We get to come inside this building. I'm guessing it's normally closed off to the public, but I don't know. Official map. Old pamphlets, route maps, tickets. Oh wow, the LA Coliseum, 4th of July. Brief history, transportation. Oh wow, Funeral Car Descanso, 1909. And check it out. That's where the casket goes. Got stained glass. The Descanso. Fascinating. Man, those things have seen some history if they could talk. Look, it's a signal farm. This must be where they grow them in the wild. All right, we're boarding a bus here. It's going to take us to the far side of the museum property. They do call it a signal garden. Look, some of them grow pretty tall. What's this? Experimental virtual exhibit. Like a railroad graveyard. Tight squeeze. This reminds me of The Fugitive.
It was last used in as a house in Winchester.
Yep, quite weathered. It's showing its age.
At one time, it was on the train that ran out here.
Oh, wow. Got some old luggage here. Built in 1914. So the gentleman told us this is not normally part of the museum that's open to the public. It's only open during this behind the scenes event. Interesting. A lot of old cars in this barn. Pacific Electric cabooses here. Some boxcars. Wow.
That one's open, and the car in front of this daylight car is open as well.
Okay, appreciate it.
Yep. This car's sister is out around the loop today.
Is that, oh, okay.
They got ashtrays in the corner.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's dark in here.
I think that's what they are.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Smells a bit musty.
Like death.
Baby's first train ride. You gonna volunteer, Rick?
Yeah. Luggage, I would think. Here's the bathroom behind the curtain. You got the little sitting area, the sinks, and then 2 commodes. The guy at the entrance was trying to recruit me to be a volunteer. Business cars.
Presidential one.
This is cool. Can't read. It's like a velour. Wow, tight squeeze.
Yeah, people were smaller back then.
I need some light.
This is a sleeping car here?
There's something on the floor here, Rick. Watch out. Don't trip on it.
You might need to get your flashlight out.
Yeah, sleeping car. Did you say this is the presidential car?
Yes.
Yes. But it's the railroad president's cars,
Ah,
not the U.S.
not the U.S. president.
This is the little kitchen.
Would it hurt him to string some lighting?
Old school fire extinguisher.
One-way traffic.
Are we at the back?
Yeah.
Dining car. Watch the thing on the ground.
You think they would have made it a little bit wider?
This is authentic, though.
The engineers back in the day.
You were small people.
Right?
Just 1 second. Have you hit subscribe yet? Do me a favor. Tap the subscribe button. Tap the bell so you get notifications. And like this video. I would really appreciate it. It helps me tremendously. And it doesn't cost a dime. Thanks. Let's get back to the video. Apparently there was a crime committed here. There's a giant gnome down at the end. Can't help myself. I'm drawn to the gnome. Got some cabooses here. Would the plural of caboose be cabai? What the heck is this thing? Wow. You don't see something like that every day.
Oh, that is so creepy.
Look at the wood rot on that puppy. Definitely seen better days. Some more wood rot on this bad boy. This is the engine we saw earlier walking in. It's all set for Halloween. Cobwebs and all. More Halloween prepared train cars. Quite spooky. Oh, this is that one that I showed the front earlier. Said it's quite weathered. And this is from the San Diego and Arizona Eastern line, apparently. It's eerie with no lighting. There's a barber chair.
That's what I said.
Cool, got us some engines down here. Air conditioning on the side of that one. Apparently some of these were used as homes after they were retired. Oh, it's got a bedroom. Looks like a drug den. An office. Oh, it's a school. Yes. Wooden chairs. Looks like a little schoolroom. Let's go into a different car, or is it
Yeah,
the same?
it keeps going back.
It's a different
Oh, it is a different one.
different car, yeah. Ashtrays. How gross. These are just little storage rooms, it looks like. Oh my god, storage.
This is a little bar here. This is the bar car.
Mrs. Rated found the bar car.
There's the window. What could I get you?
Play some poker here. Interesting seat configuration. These stairs are tiny. For some reason, I'm guessing this wasn't on the train while it was running. That one might have light inside of it.
Oh, you're like halfway there.
Halfway there. You're halfway there. Oh, hang on.
I think it's funny. Most people don't realize, see how it says diesel electric locomotive? The diesel engine in a locomotive is just powering a massive generator. Like the modern Amtraks, I believe they run on 480 volts, 240 volts, something like that. But it's a massive electric motor that propels it. Fun fact. Here's the answer. 600 volts on this bad boy. Is that the famous Santa Fe Chief? Don't know. Oh, look at that. That's a cool shot. The son-in-law, the daughter, Mrs. Rated, and the grandson. Enjoying a day at the train museum. Okay, so I'm up in the... Is this the brake man? Sit in the chair? I think this is the brake man. It's just a wheel here. Oh, and this is the engineer. Here's the controls. Looks familiar from Back to the Future 3. Is this a robbery? It's a science experiment. And a walkie-talkie up here. I assume that's for the horn. True. Okay, this is the diesel engine powering this bad boy. If these valves are rocking, don't bother knocking. .600 volts, not 1.21 gigawatts. This is a view you would definitely not want to see if it was going full speed.
In between both.
Okay, we're outside the barn now, waiting for the bus to pick us up, and I just noticed this car here. Apparently, there's no procreation allowed.
Hey, coming out. Thank you.
Everything is vintage here, and the bus is no exception. Coming into the station is the vintage train, which we're going to ride in the next video. We did a full ride on this, as well as the streetcar that makes a loop around the property. Pretty cool experience. Love trains. And this vintage train, oh, Mount Ribideau is a small mountain in Riverside, by the way. That train car is named after it. So anyway, join me in the next video, and we will take a ride on this bad boy.